Hello and welcome to Europhoria, a podcast all about the great, glam and garish from Eurovision past. My name's Isobel Chilman and I'm joined as ever for the last time this season by the Mans to my Petra, the John to my Edward, the Daz Sampson to my Sylvia Knight. It's Roland Bodnam.
Yay! Hey Isabel, how you doing? I loved all of those.
Hi.
I think I would gladly be all of those. Definitely 2 of them, but I won't tell you which 2.
I almost put the Jed to my Wood.
Oh, that's quite good.
I didn't quite say it. I don't know. Maybe that was
That's
better.
a bit weird. How you doing, Isabel? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How far into lockdown are we now? 10 years?
Doesn't even.
I don't know.
Yeah. It just seems like everyone's given up on it, haven't they? Have they?
Oh, it's pretty bad over here in the UK. Yeah, everyone's just in the park chilling out. I mean, I went to the park yesterday, but me and my friends sit very far apart in a circle and don't touch.
Yeah.
But there's whole groups of like 15 people. Yeah, we talk about very inappropriate things too loudly.
Well,
because we're all sat too far apart and then we don't remember that other people are actually can hear what we're saying.
Well, it's part of the times, isn't it? If people want you to social distances, they also have to tolerate your inappropriate conversations. You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
Comes with the territory.
Right. Yeah, it's going all right though. It's been really nice weather over in the UK, in London, which has been very lovely. I'm topping up my tan, getting a good base tan for the summer.
Very nice. You know what I've taken up? I've taken up skipping.
Oh, what?
I got a jump rope and I went down yesterday to our basement in our building and spent half an hour skipping. It was great. It's good.
Fair enough, mate.
You see the men in the 50s, they used to do skipping like that, and I think, you know, they ate a lot of meat, but they also were like proper bulky men, so maybe that'll be me in a year's time. Who knows?
I've started cycling.
Whoa, mate, if you got a bike, I mean, I guess you have to if you're going to take up cycling.
Yeah, I bought one. Started cycling everyone out. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. I cycled from Dalston. Not that this makes any sense to anyone who doesn't live in London, but I cycled from Dalston to Crystal Palace.
Wow,
yesterday.
That's well good. That's good.
That's like two and a bit hours of non-stop cycling, pretty much. I was pooped by the end of it.
Yeah. Well, good for us, you know. Look at us taking a course.
Good for us. Getting fit in our 30s.
Definitely after all the booze I drank in the weekend of Eurovision, I'm feeling like I need to repay myself.
Speaking of booze.
Oh, good transition there. We're such professionals now. Are you drinking anything, mate?
I have a lovely Aperol Spritz.
Ooh, very nice. I feel like the Spritz has been our drink of choice this season. I am drinking a lovely, I thought I'd go classic, a rosé from France.
Oh, lovely
Just
stuff.
out the fridge.
I've got Italian, you've got French.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Good representation. Here we go. You ready? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm at a bad angle. Hang on. Standing up. Hold on.
Do you need to get Caroline to help you?
No, I'm an independent man.
Caroline does need to help you.
Caroline just poked her head out the door and said, "Do you need any help?" It seriously isn't moving. Oh! This is terrible. For a podcast that prizes itself on... Oh my God, I'm sweating. For a podcast that prizes itself on having a bottle of... Oh yeah, why didn't I do that? All right, hang on, wait. Oh, she popped it.
She opened it.
That was stupid. No, I just was doing it wrong.
Well done, Caroline.
I think the pressure of it being the last episode of the season got to me. I didn't even do it properly. I was trying to... Oh, who knows? Anyway, so we missed the pot, but here's the pour. You ready? Jesus.
Lovely
stuff. Well, after all that, I need
mate.
a drink. Cheers.
So, today's episode is going to be a kind of mashup of some of our favourite things from this season, which is you, lovely listeners, my incredible now global game Vag or No Vag, the return of Vag or No Vag, and Roland's lovely little ditties.
Yay!
So that's what we're going to do. There's no story for this week, I'm afraid, but there's lots of other fun things. So hopefully you'll have a nice time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any
news? Well,
news?
We've got a bit of news coming up, but that was part of an email, so we should leave that to that. Other than that, I don't think there's been any much more fallout from Eurovision. Still no word on what Iceland are doing. We're all waiting for that. So no, I don't think there's anything.
Fine. Moving on to any other business. We've got some lovely emails this week to read out. I've got a few. One of them's a little bit old, but we didn't do letters, emails last week, did we?
No, because we were in full review mode.
Nah, we didn't. So very sorry. The first one is from long-time listener and best pal of the podcast, the wonderful Reggie from Down Under / no longer Down Under, our doctor. And it says, "Hi, Isobel and Roland. I was pretty excited to hear that both of you would think that Iceland would have won this year's Eurovision.
Of course.
A few weeks ago, a colleague who is also quite Eurovision crazy, good for them, hosted an online Zoom mock Eurovision grand final viewing. Say that after a few drinks. Where we watched performances of the host country, Big Five, the top 15 Eurovision songs according to the bookies, and 5 of her choosing for variety.
Ooh, that's organised.
Really good. Each household was a quote-unquote country. There was 8 countries, and we ranked and submitted our votes. We had quite varied tastes."
Oh my God.
She says in brackets, "I gave 12 points to Italy. Sorry." I'm only going to judge you a little bit on that, Reggie.
Yeah.
But the overall winner by a significant margin was Iceland. And we were all pretty satisfied with that. She says, "It's a bummer that we didn't get to see them perform this year, but if we're hopeful, Daddy will bring another great song to the Eurovision stage in the future." Fingers crossed, Reggie. Yes. Second email this week starts...
before you go on to that, I will say it wasn't news, but off the back of that, Daddy Freya did release a new song in the last week, all about living on lockdown, and he produced a lovely isolation music video alongside it. And if you're a Daddy Freya fan and haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out, because it's a very catchy song.
He's been doing some great lockdown content.
Yeah, he's very
covers
good.
of other Eurovision songs. There was an hour-long... it was a live stream, but I missed the live version of it, so I watched the recorded version of him doing his own versions of Eurovision songs, which was adorable and amazing. He did the Icelandic version of Sylvia Night, our fave, which was great. And also, I don't know if you watched it, Roland, how long is his wife's tongue?
I must have missed that bit, because I watched a fair amount of it, but I didn't see his wife's tongue.
It's about 45 minutes in, and she pops out in front of the camera, does a dance, and sticks her tongue out.
Wow!
And it goes to the end of her chin.
Blimey! I mean, good for her and good for Daddy Freya, I suppose.
Good for him. Good for him. They're gonna have a happy marriage. Next email says, "Dear Paula, Selling, and Ovi. So this is my 4th email to you. Not as regular as some of your regulars, I know, but in my defense, I think I email you more than I email my parents." That's good. Yeah. I speak to Roland more than I speak to my parents.
Yeah, same with you. Same with you. So I think that's all fair.
I got some news actually. I'm sorry. I'm going to come back to the email. But I spoke to my parents yesterday.
Yeah.
And my parents, since lockdown has happened, have been keeping themselves busy by doing our family tree and tracking their ancestry and finding out more and more and more stuff. Which we had a family tree to start off with, but they've been delving more into stuff. Some very iffy characters connected to our family, which I will tell you about separately, Roland.
I feel like that's an opportunity for a separate spin-off podcast.
Oh, well, we've always talked about doing one with my dad, haven't we? The Reverend.
Yeah.
And I think that there are some, interesting things that could be could be talked about.
Okay.
But one of the things that they did was they both did their ancestry.com genetics.
Right. Yeah.
So it tells you where you're from. And my dad's mum was, my grandma on my dad's side was adopted. So we don't actually know a lot about his mum's side of the family. And my dad and all his siblings are very dark haired, very dark features, and they tan within 5 minutes of being in the sun. So I've always kind of secretly hoped maybe there's like a Mediterranean link in there. Apparently not. So I was a bit disappointed by that. But interesting that dad's ancestry came up about, I think it was 60% the UK, so England and Wales, 27% Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, okay.
3% Germanic Europe.
All right, yeah, makes sense.
And 9% Norway.
No way.
So I am now fully allowed to give them as much grief as I want because I'm part Norwegian. So it's no longer offensive if I do it.
Sure. Oh, wow.
Fully allowed to.
Oh my
9%
God.
Norwegian, mate.
What a twist to reveal in the last episode of the season. This is on Emmerdale proportions. It's amazing.
Mum did hers, and hers was, again, mostly UK, a little bit, more Welsh, but her maiden name is the word Welsh. And by the way, I don't use that in any of my passwords, so you can all fuck off. And then like a little bit Dutch and also a little bit Scandinavian, but she didn't specify which country. So, but we'll see.
It makes
but
sense.
There you go.
You are
a little bit Norwegian.
You are pan-European, mate. It makes sense.
All makes sense. Anyway, back to the email that I got distracted from. So our writer says, I'm very confused if I'm allowed to tell you where I live or if Isobel is still discouraging the sharing of such details. Yes, I am. To compromise, I won't name any country names, but I will tell you that I'm about 256 miles away from Roland. Brackets, yes, I creepily Google mapped it.
That is right. I'm going to assume that's from like the centre of Brooklyn and not from my house because...
Who knows? Now let's get down to business.
Okay.
Finland. You are both right to be angry about Finland. Telling the entire nation to fuck off might have been a little harsh. Maybe a little bit.
We get carried away with these things.
We do a little time, yeah. That said, when you see what came second in their national final, maybe you were justified in your ire. The vocals are a little ropey, but the performance is everything I want from Eurovision. And our writer, the wonderful Kevin, has sent a link to said performance. Oh my God. Bonkers, crazy, amazing. Yes. Should have been this year's finished entry.
So this is Erica Vickman, right? With the song, how would you say this? Cioccolina?
Cicciolina. It means little chubby.
Okay.
It's an ode to Iona Stalla, who is widely known by her stage name Cicciolina, who was a Hungarian-Italian former porn star, politician and singer.
Oh, that sounds like I thought we'd run out of stories, but suddenly another one comes out of the woodwork. That sounds amazing. The video, I would recommend everyone go and check it out because it is pure Eurovision.
The outfits,
it feels
the bears.
Right. So it feels like it's a very niche cult, like accumulation of a number of quite sort of significant Eurovision moments in pretty much just our lives, because I would describe her outfit as very Jordan, Katie Price, Teletubby-esque.
Yes.
with bears, which are obviously, slightly reminiscent of the gorilla that Italy once put on stage, but probably less annoying and
far less annoying.
It's quite something, isn't it?
I love it. I'm instantly in love. Kevin, thank you so much for sending it to me. Otherwise, I'd never have known it existed. But I would recommend everyone give it a Google. Cicciolina, Cicciolina.
From Finland.
Kevin, From Finland, yes. Kevin also says, thank you so much for your podcasting. Not only are you extremely entertaining, why thank you, but you've also, and this made me smile so goddamn much, but you've also inspired a semester-long high school elective that I'm currently teaching. My current unit is all about LGBTQ representation at Eurovision.
Oh my God.
So your recent thoughts on pandering were super helpful.
What? Look at us contributing to the education of millions or tens.
We ain't just a pair of pretty faces. We got the smarts too.
That is amazing. I feel like...
Isn't that incredible?
If someone uses that to get a degree, can we have can it be the Isobel and Roland Bodnam degree?
Yeah.
Or
Can we have an honorary? Can I get an honorary doctorate? Is that right?
of
I
that?
can't say doctorate.
no, but you can get
great.
one.
I can get one. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's amazing. And what a great subject
Absolutely
for
amazing.
it as well.
Yeah, so chuffed. And actually, Kevin, your email has sort of also then inspired us.
Yeah,
In
spark
terms
something.
of what our next season of Euphoria might be about. TBC though, TBC.
Yeah.
We're going to keep that. That's a little teaser for you. Just going to drop that in there.
Yes.
Kevin then finishes his email by saying, okay, we'll leave it there. Hope this finds you both healthy and happy and with ample supplies of Aperol.
Oh.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. Thank you so much for
Very
emailing
appropriate. Thank you. Oh,
Very
that was
appropriate.
lovely and amazing. Very exciting.
in. So exciting. Yeah, would love to know more. Actually, send us more information about it, Kevin.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about this.
Maybe we could just take the course.
Maybe I could take the course. Can I do it online?
Do you think we can enter our podcast as just the coursework? That's it, done. There's enough
That'd
content
be good because I don't like doing anything
No,
more.
it's done. We've already done it, mate.
I don't like doing homework. That's why I didn't go to university. Third email this week is from the wonderful Jen. And it says, hello, my favourite Eurovision related hosts. Mans and Petra a close second.
Wow.
Yes! I knew we were better.
We are. Of course we are. I mean,
We are better.
I think we are.
I know we are. I hope you are both well and surviving lockdown. It's been 9 weeks since I've had any physical contact with another living being as I live alone. So this year's Eurovision really got to me. I wasn't crying. You were.
I think
were
we
all
all
crying.
had a little moment, didn't we? I had a moment for sure.
Oh, yeah, I definitely had a moment. Yeah, definitely. 6 hours of BBC Eurovision content with friends on Facebook Messenger made it a good night. I hope you are both able to have fun in what will always be the most unique of Eurovision. And that's saying something.
That is very true.
Indeed. I write with movie news. While I was honoured by your last comments of me as an inside agent when I emailed photos from the filming of the Eurovision movie, I just live in Edinburgh and work where they were filming, I have stumbled on some more movie news as this music video for the film popped up in my YouTube algorithms. Needless to say, I'd give it 12 points.
Wow.
Jen has then sent the link to the pop music video from the film Eurovision of Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams' characters, Lars Eriksson and Sigrid Eriksdottir, performing their song Volcano Man. And it's great.
Oh, it is good. Yeah, it's something that I would be very pleased with myself if I came up with the idea for
You're
it.
getting there, mate.
I know. Volcano Man is fantastic though.
Genius. Yeah.
It's basically lots of aerial shots of them on what looks like a volcano plane in Iceland, very dramatically singing, using in front of synth keyboards. And then doing snow angels in the snow. It's I don't know. Is it giving you hope for the eventual movie?
Yes, I think so. I'm excited. Like Will Ferrell is a comedy genius. He is great. I think it's part of my doubt is just that his movie format, maybe a little bit is done to death now. You know, Anchorman was the funniest film in the world when it came out.
Yeah.
that's not the case anymore because he's remade Anchorman in just a series of genres, different settings over the years, which I feel have become less and less funny. So I don't know, but it's Eurovision. I'm going to watch it. I'm sure I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
It's Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be silly.
And it's coming out exactly 1 month as of us recording. So it's they've got a release date. It's June 26th.
Is it?
Yeah. So
how are they going to launch it? On Netflix?
Just Netflix.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I can just watch it from my bed. Oh, should we watch it together? Should we FaceTime?
Oh, yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Let's do it.
That'd be nice. Jen also says in her email, on an unrelated note, is Isobel still offering booties?
Oh.
Does she want to do a swap? I'm a Viking reenactor in my spare time and make Viking socks using an old Viking style of knitting called nalbinding. Would Isobel like a pair? I'd adore some of her booties and would love to make her some Viking socks in return. It fits with the music video too.
Oh my God. Viking
How
socks?
crazy is that? Jen, yes, 100%. Yes, I'm in. The booties, I am behind in my in all the booties I've promised to make people. I really need to get back into the booty making this week. But 100%, I want some Viking socks and I will make you a pair of booties. Yes, let's do it. I will message you.
Oh, look at that. And ending
Look at this.
on a lovely cultural exchange. You with your
so brilliant
Norwegian socks and her with her Viking socks.
No, it's 9% Norwegian.
9% Norwegian socks.
9%. That's my new. That should be my new username on everything.
9% Norwegian.
9% Norwegian. That's it. Jen also put some really lovely messages to the both of us about our banter and bletherings being a much welcome brightener, as we always both sound so happy.
We try.
Jen.
We do try.
We're not always. Sometimes we have started off really moany and then gone, I can't do that. Cheer the fuck up, guys. Start again, be cheery.
At least for an hour once a week.
Jen, thank you so much. We also, Roland, I don't know if you noticed, we got a lovely online review this week as well.
I was just going to mention that, but you go ahead and do it.
Yeah. That said, this made me smile a lot, made me get a little bit emotional actually. It said, best Eurovision podcast out there, news is on point. Is it? That's not that true. There's definitely better Eurovision podcasts for news. History stories are fascinating, but the friendship between the hosts makes it feel like you're listening to your mates blather about Eurovision. Always a joy to listen to.
Oh, well, we're glad we can share that with you. Of course, thank you. That's lovely. I mean, it's probably,
so sweet.
Considering we haven't done it once this season, it's probably a bit late to say that you can leave us a review on iTunes, but you can. It helps us.
Definitely can do. It gets us up the rankings. We've popped up in some odd little charts this year, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Number 12 in the Russian comedy podcast charts at one point.
Love that. Thanks
That
to
was
all
a
our
good one.
Russian fans. Yeah, leave us a review on iTunes. And even though this is the last episode of the season, you can still reach out to us and we'll read the emails you send us. You can send us a lovely email at europhoriapodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can tweet us, even though we never respond on Twitter.
We do read them, though. We read them.
We do. We read them and we enjoy them. You can tweet us at EuphoriaCast.
Yeah. Right.
So,
are we
moving on?
Are we doing probably one of the biggest revelations to come out of this season of our podcast, isn't it?
Yes, the greatest game ever invented. A game that has gone global. A game that has inspired the minds of Eurovision fans across the world. It is the return of Vag or No Vag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to explain the rules in case anyone's just tuned in for this episode?
Absolutely. So if this is your first time playing Vag or No Vag, what it is a game that I invented out of my brain, which I read out words and you have to guess, Roland has to guess, you, the listeners, also join in and guess whether I'm saying the historical name for a vagina or the name of a cheese, because it turns out those two things very similar, very, very similar, and really difficult to untwine from each other.
Yeah.
So, for example, the last round that we played, there was Mother of All Souls. Mother of All Souls. Is it a vag or no vag? Is it a vagina, a historical vagina, or is it a cheese? Mother of All Souls is a vagina.
Could very
Whereas
easily
you take
be cheese.
could easily be a cheese, such as Chapman's Pasture. Chapman's Pasture. That's a cheese. See, they all sound the same. It's ridiculous.
same, yeah.
Don't ask me how I discovered this game, but I did discover it, and it's the best thing I've ever done.
If you are playing along at home, I would encourage you all to very loudly shout your answer, whatever situation you're in. If you're in your car, if you're walking along the street, if you're in home doing the dishes with headphones on, please shout out the answer and don't explain what you're doing to anyone around you.
Yes, definitely. Just shout vag or no vag. And Roland, we're going to do this speedier this time. I feel like
sorry.
you were intellectualizing.
Sure.
What's the word? You were trying to be too goddamn smart.
I was trying to outsmart it
in the last game.
It was stupid.
None of that sat and thinking. No, I don't want any thoughts. I just want instinct, gut instinct in this game. Okay. So we're going to play. We're going to play 11. So you've got to get 7 to win.
Yeah,
6 to win.
6 to win.
I can't add.
6 to impress you.
6 to impress me. Yes. Okay. All right.
Something I'm always trying
Roland,
to do.
number 1.
Okay.
Vag or no vag?
Okay.
Glamity.
Glamity with a G.
Glamity. Yes.
It sounds like something that happens at the end of a drag show. It's a glamity. I'm saying it is. I'm saying it's no vag. I think it's a cheese.
Incorrect. It is the historical name for a vagina.
Is it when you accidentally get some glitter up there? Is that a glamity?
I don't. Is glitter historical? Did they have glitter in ye
How
olden ages?
historical are we going here? We just don't know.
These are quite ancient.
Okay, it's not like the 80s. You get some glitter up there. I can't imagine that would be comfortable.
I know for a fact it's not. So,
it doesn't surprise me.
Number 2. Chalahocker.
Chalahocker.
Chalahocker. CHALLERHOCKER. Chalahocker. Vag or no vag, Roland?
That's got to be no vag. It sounds like a good cheese.
Correct, it is a
God,
cheese.
God.
Well done.
I didn't want to start 0-2. Okay, Chalahocker.
Dirt lover. Dirt lover. Is it the historical name for a vagina, or is it the name of a cheese? Dirt lover.
I have to say, I wouldn't want to put my thing near anything named Dirt Lover. That's how you catch something. But would a cheese be named Dirt Lover? Oh, mate, I know you say don't intellectualize it, but that's hard not to do. I'm gonna say no vag.
You're correct. It is a cheese.
Yes.
Well done.
Excellent.
Well done.
Excellent,
Very smart.
Excellent.
Okay, number 4. Oh, have I got Dirt Lover written twice? I just liked it that much.
It's a good one.
Really liked that one. Okay, number 4. Slapgoat. Slapgoat. Is it the historical name for a vagina, or is it a cheese? Slapgoat.
Goat. And now I'm thinking of a goat's mouth, and I don't want to do that. My mum keeps goats as well. I'm going to say...
She does. You've got lovely goats.
My brain is going all over the place. I'm going to say vag.
You're incorrect. That is a cheese.
Damn it.
That is a cheese. Slap goat.
What am I? 2 for 2. I'm 50-50.
2 for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Okay.
2 right, 2 wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not 2 for 2.
No.
2 for 4.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. Bookbinder's wife.
Bookbinder's wife. Oh, mate. The bookbinder's wife. It's weird when it's personified that much, where it's a person and a thing for a vagina, like a person. I think it's got to be no vag again.
Incorrect. That is the historical name for a woman's vagina.
Bookbinder's wife.
Bookbinder's wife. Odd one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess a book is a little bit. It's basically anything with a vertical line could be it, right?
Number 6. Danger Zonio. Danger Zonio. Is that a cheese or a historical vagina?
It depends.
Danger Zonio.
It depends whose it is. Danger Zonio. That sounds way too modern to be a classical name for a vag. And I know I've said this for the last 5 now? 4? I'm gonna go no vag.
Correct. It is the name of a cheese. Well done.
Although
well
I'm
done.
sure some teenager somewhere has called it a Danger Zonio.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you're still 50-50.
Oh my god.
I've still got 50% correct. So we're on number 7 now. Lamb chopper. Lamb chopper. Is it the historical name for a vagina or is it a cheese?
Oh, lamb chopper. Mate, it is remarkable how hard it is to tell the difference.
This is why it's the greatest game ever invented. And it came out of my brain.
I'm so proud of you, mate. I'm so proud
Thank
of you.
you.
This might be the
Thank
thing
you.
that I'm most proud of. I'm going to go with vag.
Incorrect. It is a
my
cheese.
God.
It's a cheese name.
Damn
Yeah,
it, I'm
sorry
down
about
again.
that, Roland.
That's tough.
Down again.
Dang.
All right, we've got four left. We're on number 8. Fancy article.
Fancy article.
Fancy article.
Article of cheese.
Vag or no vag?
See these. Oh, mate. I'm gonna go vag.
Correct.
Oh.
It is the historical name for Lady Bits.
I'm just keeping up. A fancy article.
You're still on 4. You're 50% correct at the moment.
I don't know
Come on.
any of these that I would be comfortable with someone calling their own area. Like,
Oh, no, but I decided Chapel of Ease was quite nice.
oh, Chapel of Ease was quite nice.
Chapel of Ease.
Not in a sexual
Lovely.
way, though. It's more a comforting
Just a
way.
relaxation. Yeah, just a nice place to relax.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9, Roland. Coffer. 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 Is that a historical vagina or is it a cheese? Coffer.
I think like a coffer used to also be like where you give people money, and maybe it still is that, like a cup where you can give people money. But I don't know. That doesn't help me with the cheese or vagina thing. So I'm going to say, open up your coffers. It's vag.
Correct. It is the historical nickname for a vagina.
Okay, I'm ahead.
Well done. Phoenix nest. Phoenix nest. Vag or no vag?
I'll tell you what, actually, if someone referred to their own as that, I wouldn't be that offended by that one.
Glorious.
Yeah, it's quite something, quite remarkable. But I'm gonna go with no vag for that one.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect, Roland.
Oh, my God.
It is a vagina nickname.
Damn.
Yes.
That is glorious.
Oh, we're on 10. Right, so we've done 10. Are you 50-50 again?
I think I'm 50-50,
You are.
mate.
This is the deciding one, Roland. You have to get this one correct.
Of course.
You have to get this one correct. Okay, I'm going to choose the hardest one on here.
No.
Yes, I can't give you an easy one.
No, that's true. I can't believe it's come down to this.
Munster. 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 Is it the historical name for a vagina, or is it the name of a cheese? Munster.
I think I might have eaten Munster before. Now,
Don't say that too loudly in front of your girlfriend.
Whether or not that gives it away, I'm gonna say no vag. Yeah.
Congratulations, Roland. You just won vag or no vag. Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Well done. Well done.
That was so exciting. That is such a good
Isn't
game.
it? I've still got another 20 of them.
Get in touch with Richard Osman. He'll know what to do with this format.
Oh, he will, won't he?
know.
Maybe he'll remember me from when I was on Pointless.
Yeah, just say that. Just connect up with him. Say that and say I've got an idea for a hit new TV show for you. He'll sort you out.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Brilliant.
Oh, mate, I loved it. That was so good. I'm so glad it came down to the last question as well. That was perfect. We love a bit of drama.
Me too. That was fun. Thanks for joining in with my silly game. Isn't it fun?
We all love it.
Potentially, when we return next season, maybe I'll bring back some vag or no vag. Maybe I'll save it for special occasions only.
Yeah, I think we'll have some special occasions where that's absolutely warranted.
Good. So now we're going to move on to what some people may think is the best bit of the podcast. Roland's lovely songs.
I will say I did promise that I would have a new song, and I have to admit I did fail quite badly with this respect. I probably got halfway through 2 songs, and then I think I had almost like a breakdown halfway through and decided that I couldn't do any of them. One was I made an attempt, I'll be honest, and I know this telling you it will make you want to hear it, but there isn't anything to hear really. One, I was an attempt at a S&M whips and chains kind of sex positive song, but it wasn't right. You would have been uncomfortable, I would have been uncomfortable, we all would have been uncomfortable. Okay. So maybe I'll save it for another season, but yeah,
you've got one brewing though.
Apologies for new material, but we're doing something else, aren't we? Right?
So instead we're just going to have a look back on Roland's hits of this season and play his best song. What I have decided is his best song of the season.
I'll give it a
second life. Exactly. So we kicked off the series this season with Irresponsible. An absolute smash of Roland's to come back after 12 months of no songwriting. Boom! 8 points. Absolutely nailed it. Throughout the season, the songs got gradually worse. Let's be honest. He went from 8 points to 7 points to 6 points to 5 points. But then. He brought out a song which, on, my first listening, I think I was too judgmental of. And I have listened to the fans, I have listened to the emails, and I have listened to the song numerous times since. And so, Roland, I would like to give the imaginary invisible award
Song of the season.
Your best song of the season to Every Day is Party Day.
Yeah, it had to be. I think you just had PTSD from Festival Fun, and it
that's true.
Blurred your judgment for a moment there.
Are we going to have a listen to it?
Yeah, let's have a listen to it.
If you like to party, then I'm the man for you. I've partied in Antarctic and then in the Arctic too. So come and join our party and we'll let you in our crew. There's room for all the people and the people love you too. Monday, we like to party. Tuesday, we like to party. Wednesday, we like to party. Thursday, we like to party. Friday, we like to party. Saturday, we like to party. Sunday, we like to party. Every day is party day. Everybody dance with somebody. It's your party. Dance, 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 dance. If you're feeling nervous, there's no need to be afraid. We're really very friendly, though we may seem slightly crazed. So come and touch each other and we'll all be very close. We really love to party and we're partying the most. Dancing. We like to party. Dancing. We like to party. Dancing. We like to party. Oh, we like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. Every day is party day. Everybody dance with somebody. It's your party. Dance, 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 dance. And in my dreams we're dancing giant disco ball. This is my promise that I promise to you all. Dance, everybody dance with somebody. It's your party. Dance, 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 dance.
Oh yeah, that was Every Day's Party Day, which is which is available on Spotify if you would like to listen to it again and again and again. You can.
As are all of Roland's best hits.
Yeah.
So please do have a look, have a listen, because we actively lose money from making this podcast.
And having those songs on Spotify. It's a massive money drain. But there you go. We do it for the love. Interestingly, on Spotify, the current number one song on the Europhoria music page is Touch Yourself, which may say something about the state of affairs of everyone locked in their own homes. But Every Day is Party Day is second. So, you know.
Oh, fantastic.
Thanks for judging. Thanks for judging. Some would say humouring me with all of those songs, mate. I really appreciate your very valid opinions on them.
Oh, you're very welcome. It still amazes me that you managed to create one song, let alone the dozens of songs that you have actually made. However mad some of them are, it's still amazing. It's very amazing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of us done for this season.
Yeah.
So before we go, I do just want to say a really, really huge thank you from the bottom of my heart to Jen, Kevin, Reggie, Daisy, Zach, Jonathan, Thomas, Chance, Jen, Lynn, Hunter, Matthew, David, Hilda, and absolutely everyone else who listens to our inane ramblings on a weekly basis. You know, we started this podcast 4 years ago, mainly just because Roland wanted to give podcasting a go, but also so we had an excuse to get pissed together once a week. And the fact that we're still doing it, we still have such loving fans, and we've proved the haters wrong who said, well, how can you talk about Eurovision all year long? Oh, look, we can, okay? There's stuff to talk about the entire year. And we're still having fun, and you're still having fun. And that means so much to me. And just being able to do it, especially during a time like this, and know that it's helpful to people in whatever way it is helping you. To hear us be idiots once a week is just it's been very helpful to me in return, actually, to know that. So thank you so much.
I don't really have much more to add to that, but it's whenever I get a ping on my phone, and I've got an email in my Europhoria email account on my phone. It's always a real delight, and just having a community around us at all is something that's amazing and kind of all we ever expected and wanted and imagined for this podcast, and it's a treat. It sort of sounds like we are wrapping this up for good, but as Isobel says, we have plans one way or another, and at the very least we are going to be judging the songs every year regardless. So we're going to try and figure out what we're going to do next year, and who knows, this year we weren't expecting to be doing very much at all, and we did a full 11 12 episode season, so you never know. But we do have some plans and some stuff to do that will be quite interesting, hopefully. So,
and potentially those plans will involve some of you. So if we go ahead with said plans that we're not discussing in detail right now, a few of you may need to expect an email from us about some help.
Is there anything else, mate? Is that it?
Just that I love you.
No, I love you too, mate. I know. Yeah, it's been great. It's been one of my faves seasons. In fact, maybe even my favourites.
Me too.
In that case, then, let's just say thank you all for listening this season. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next year. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.